Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Wednesday morning, uh 13th, 2020. It's about 9:20 in the morning. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to do a million things here right now. Um so we are now in uh, another day of freedom here in California or LA County or whatever. And more and more places are opening up. Definitely, there was, I think, what did they say nationwide? As of a couple days ago, 25 million people in one day stepped out and just came out. That's a lot. That's a lot. I guess that shows how frustrated and how cooped up and pent up we all are and stuff like that. Uh, Me too. I mean, I'm pretty tired of voluntarily staying at home and stuff like this. I just want to get out. But now that we do have a little bit more freedom, and we do actually here in this area. I'm now now I get a little apprehensive about going out there, especially now when someone happens to be at the bus stop without wearing a mask and stuff like that. Now you can walk around without a mask, more or less, though it's highly recommended that whilst you are out and about, from place to place, from the time you leave your home to the time you get back to your home, it is highly recommended that you wear your mask continuously. But then there are people, especially bicyclists, and I understand that they don't wear their mask. Um, but other people that walk around and stuff like that, I kind of avoid. And when they come to the bus stop without a mask, I kind of step away and stuff like that. And just with common sense, if you're going to be at a bus stop or even in a small group, other than yourself, at least put your mask on. Have some consideration. Um, why why even wear that under your chin? Why even come out of the house with that thing on your person if you're not really going to properly use it? So, but I'm sure you folks have come across and met people like that, and I, see that almost on a daily basis at work and stuff like that. People will be wearing their masks just below their nose line and stuff like that. It's like, well, it's not really doing anything. I mean, you can inhale something, or God forbid you sneeze and you just that's uh, I know it's difficult to breathe in these things, but for now, until things change, this is going to be the new norm of our lives and everything. um yeah, these things. There's a whole pack of them. Someone commented, "Oh my God, Charlie, why are you wearing that horrible thing?" Well, I know it's ugly. I haven't bought a reusable one uh, to wash. When all this finally got serious and stuff, I bought a couple of packs at work from these. This was from a sock company who had converted their line into making emergency masks, and this is the result. This would have been a sock, and you can see the texture on both sides, the soft fuzzy with the outside and the inside line stitched, kind of ribbed looking mesh. They're kind of expensive. $15.99 for like 10 of these. So until I can find a mask, something that I kind of like. Look, if I'm gonna wear a mask for the rest of my life from here on in until we find a cure or a means of dealing with this invisible beast, I at least want to wear something on my face that I'm going to enjoy, you know. And yeah, that thing looks pretty horrible, but especially if I have to take an Uber or whatever, yeah, I make sure I have that on. So, it's not just for my protection, but it's also for the protection of someone else. I'd hate to find out, and I still haven't gotten tested. There hasn't really been anything available or at a convenient time for me to go, but I would like to get tested. Uh, Hopefully, maybe through the doctor's office or something. That would be a lot more easier and convenient. But I don't know. I'd really feel bad. I mean, contracting something is one thing, but passing it on to another because you accidentally did it, or because you purposely did it, because you knowingly, not knowing that you have it, but you knowingly went outside and not using proper protection for yourself or the general public, I would feel pretty bad. And because there's been actually a couple times where like I myself, when I get off work and everything, and I change my mask, I have my work mask, and then I have one of these that I wear. This is the one that I wear to and from work, because I don't want to wear my work mask because it's got the Target logo, because I don't want to be engaged in a work conversation, especially if I'm going or leaving work. So yeah, but and they opened up the Rose Bowl loop over here, just down the street. I'm only about maybe 3 blocks away from the Rose Bowl loop, and it's like a 1-mile loop, and people walk their dogs, they run, they bicycle, or they just take drives. It's really nice. It's nice. It's kind of serene. The last few days when I take the bus goes right through that area. It'd been okay, but now this morning the KTLA did a news spot, and they have all barriers and everything and cones, creating a path, and there's someone stationed throughout the loop, literally counting and making sure that they're watching people visually keep their social distancing. So it's good to see that. It's kind of messed up and kind of creepy that you're being watched on your activities and stuff like that. But it's also good because, like I said, until things change here, we're going to have to do our part in practicing this doggone social distancing. That's just, it's funny because in a short period of time where we as a society, we were about communication and about neighborly and brotherly love and everything. We really were. I'd say up until maybe the 90s, we started becoming a little bit more social distancing. And then with, I'd say with the iPhone, actually, I think, the cell phone, yeah, the Nokia was kind of great and everything. It was more still of a luxury than it was a necessity. Then the iPhone came out, and I think that changed a lot of things and made people want to change their priorities. So we must have a cell phone now. Hey, cell phones aren't so bad, I want one of those. So Android and all the other phone makers started doing the same thing and following suit. So, there we are. Now we have priorities. Just as right. Let's see. So right now, I think here in California we have had a total of 69,382 deaths. That's a 2.1% increase, or cases, excuse me. Total deaths is 2,847, which is a 2.8 increase. And over 1,033,000 have been tested. This is through the California.gov 19 page. Um, there's actually, what is it? Here in LA, it's kind of weird. Some of the beaches are open. I think there's some more phases. A lot of a lot of restaurants are opening up more, and the smaller ones, it's going to be. I saw something on Facebook. It's basically going to cost more now to own a food and beverage establishment, because now you really have to go through all these procedures. You're going to have less occupancy in your restaurants. You're going to have to be testing pretty much people before they come into the establishment. That, I think, the finer points are still being worked out. So you're going to have all this more equipment, all these other procedures. It's going to cost you more in cleaning products. You might have to reduce your staff, so you're probably kind of maybe equal out in there. But one of the things that is also mandated, I believe, is disposable menus. You can no longer have like your typical laminated menu or whatever, and just we're going to have basically, and this is for dine-in as well as takeout, but for dine-in, it's all going to have to be disposable menus and everything. So yeah, and I can imagine that maybe, I guess they haven't really said any of the finer points. I think you still have to go to the website and see where they're going to be doing some more, but maybe, I don't know, maybe silverware not left out, maybe only set at the presence or the attendance of a patron at a table, just in case someone doesn't come by and maybe touches something. I don't know, there's so many variables here now, so it's gonna be costing more. So again, with everything in business, it's everything is based upon occupancy and making money and getting traffic in and out. It's all occupancy, just like amusement parks. It's the more people we can cram in at the same time, at the maximum occupancy per day, per hour, we get a great profit, and we make more than enough in everything. Otherwise, it's really no point. So, and that goes for theaters too. You can usually have about, maybe, I don't know, let's say roughly 80 patrons. You're probably going to have maybe 30 to 40 patrons. So you're losing quite a bit of business there, especially when it comes to, the food. That's where you're going to make your money, is all the food. It's all based on the food, not the ticket sales. You're kind of breaking even on the ticket sales. It's all the food and everything that you're going to make your profit. So I don't know. It seems to be ever evolving even more every day as we open up and relax more our situations around here, both in the state and in the cities and local cities. So it's just, just keep an eye on everything. Just watch what's going on, and just find out things for yourself. I would say that's the best bet. It's better than relying on someone. Oh yeah, so and so, Jim told me that, or Tammy said this, or I think more than anything, we need to stop doing that. And from here on in, definitely, well, we should have been doing this a long time ago, but even at the start of this whole nightmare, we should just now be more diligent about finding things ourselves. Because right now it seems that, like, the mass media is just, from everything I see and from what I see online and the numbers and everything, it's just very, very overexploited, and the way they announce the news is very, very intimidating, very threatening, very scary. And for like a lot of my friends, for their parents or that have elderly parents or grandparents, I hear that their parents or grandparents are really scared when they see something on the news and the news talks about this and everything. It's like, wow, that's, yeah, I see that marketing factor and everything. You scare someone enough to make them dedicate to your channel so you can get the ratings, etc., etc. Evil, but I understand it. But yeah. So I will put down a couple of links about here. Oh yeah, this. I finally had the time. I didn't have the time for a while. I've just been working to and from and everything. And also getting back with my daughter. So it was just, I just hadn't found the time. And actually, when I did this, and I sent a picture to my daughter, she's like, oh, that's my old daddy. Because ever since she was, even before she was born, I used to just shave my head. And she really hadn't seen me with hair, that much hair at least. This is about the most I would have when I didn't shave for a couple of days. But other than that, it was always shiny. And when I would have growth like this and she would touch it, she would make this kind of face. She didn't like it. So I'd take a shower and I'd shave my head and I'd come back and she'd touch it and she'd smile. She liked it. So. It's summertime though. Oh. All right, my friends, I have to work today. I'm going to post this up here as soon as possible. I had yesterday off, didn't really do too much. Like I said, it was kind of apprehensive. I went to the post office, I went to the supermarket across the street, and then I came home. That was it. I work today. I'm off tomorrow. I really would like to do something. I'm trying to figure out where to go. It's not so crowded right now because more and more people are coming out, and I want to do I just want to go out and explore again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll be thinking of what to do. All right, my friends, I will post this in a bit. So you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, we're doing, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on. And I cut my hair. Still gray. Still snow. Still snowy. Not black like it used to be. Oh, youth, how quickly it disappears. Comments. Leave any comments, good or bad. If not, email. And stay safe, stay smart, be kind, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient. From here on until the end of the year, things are going to be very much an amusement park roller coaster. Pick whatever roller coaster, whatever craziest roller coaster that you know, and it will be even crazier than that, I have a feeling. So summer's just beginning, and some schools are starting, some aren't, yeah, let's just be patient. Just be smart out there, folks. All right, I love you. Bye-bye.